The sale is nearly here, and what we need to do is pick up items that provide lots of quality for the least amount of money. So hence, I've got 6 recommendations for you. None of these 6 cross the $80 mark. They're all super budget, but provide top-notch quality. Now, the affiliate links to the listings are in the description below the video. Do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. And now let's dive in and talk about the details. First up is the Pagani design PD1645, a $48 homage of an icon, a superbly expensive iconic timepiece. The gold hues are rich and surprisingly dear looking. The yellow is not a cringy yellow, but from a distance, if you didn't see the Pagani design emblem, you would have thought it's gold alright. The fluted bezel, neatly circling the flat slab of synthetic sapphire crystal, dazzles the viewer with light and reflections from the multitude of faceted angles. The PD1645 has a lot to offer, apart from the luxurious looks. I mentioned the sapphire crystal, but boy was I surprised to find the Cyclops is also synthetic sapphire. The watch is powered on by a Japanese self-winding automatic, the NH35, with a power reserve of 42 hours. On top of it all, we have a screw-in crown, it is signed, and the threading is actually gold-toned as well, just like the fluted bezel and the dial, and that really does complement the overall appeal. You also find that the Jubilee-style bracelet has the middle 3 links in gold tone, just like the clasp's middle section, which is actually gold tone and signed. The bracelet doesn't have the best tolerances. Link fluidity is good though, yet it could have been a tighter fit, as you can actually see the gaps between the links. But the good thing is, we do get a secure clasp and a milled fold-over wing. We also get 100 meters of water resistance here. The 36mm case diameter is a clear shout out to the vintage aesthetic of the classic military field watch. The watch is available in 3 setups, so you can either get a blue dial with white printed indices, or a black dial with these yellowish and beigey vintage colored numerals, or the sterile white printed elements. I went for the vintage look and no regrets there whatsoever, because this look is absolutely amazing. We have a brushed look around the whole watch. Everything about it is just so right. If we look at the flank, I would probably be expecting something more of a flat flank, but here we do get these slightly cushioned and convex sides, and I like that as well. It just softens this whole image of the watch. The sandblasted finish is so fine, it almost appears to be satin brushed. If we look at the upper layer, well, we've got the inward slanting fixed bezel supporting a boxed mineral crystal. So as I mentioned earlier, it's mineral, not sapphire crystal. But I guess the $45 price point, that's very low indeed, so no complaints. This is a 100-meter water-resistant watch. On the right-hand side, we get a signed screw-down crown, and on the back, there's a screw-down case back. The canvas strap is color-matched to the olive green and slightly beige printed dial elements, and once again, everything just works. We get the sandblasted keepers, nice, thick and meaty, and the watch is powered by the sweeping seconds-hand Seiko VH31 quartz movement. The Cadisen C8226. For $64, I've recently written a post about how Cadisen's designers are really feeling the market, the trends, and the watch industry in general. The watch is a perfect example of that. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40mm, a lug-to-lug length of 47.5mm, a height of 11.5, a lug width of 20mm, and a weight of 135 grams. The components include a slab of sapphire crystal, a self-winding automatic movement by Seiko, specifically the NH35. So that does get us 42 hours of power reserve, 21,600 beats per hour, as well as 24 joules. The case and bracelet are stainless steel, and mind you, it's a 3-link design with brushed center links and polished outer links for that enticing light play. Another key feature is the textured vertically brushed dial, and that really does look insane. It's just so different. It's almost like a snowdrift or an ice drift. Very particular. It also gets a screw-in crown and an exhibition case back. There's 100 meters of water resistance warranted by the screw-in crown and the screw-down exhibition case back. There is a date window at 3 o'clock, adding to the practicality and utility of the timepiece, so this can easily become a very unique and good-looking daily wearer. A field watch by Tandorio. Standout features include sapphire crystal, covering a vast array of dial options, from radially fading blue, grey, red, green, and even caramel browns. Personally, I've ordered in the blue, and you can see why. It's just so interesting. It fades to black at the reho. Astounding pricing really, considering it's a fully stainless steel construction. Screw and crown and screw down case back as a given on the Tandorio watch. Also powered by Seiko NH35 with the 24 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. The watch is also 200 meters water resistant. I want to tell you about this Terami stunner. So the code here is TRM6801. I think this is the perfect competitor watch to the turquoise Steeldive SD1953 because I do have a soft spot for the Steeldive SD1953. I think it's a great all-rounder, but this one is priced just as well, but features slightly more premium components as well as the refinement looks better. Let me tell you about it. So this Terami does feature sapphire crystal with a very clear and more balanced magnification of the sapphire Cyclops. It gets a self-winding automatic movement, the Seiko NH35. We also get 300 meters of water resistance, just like on the SD1953. The 120 click unidirectional bezel is very precise, although if we talk about the sound, well, the SD1953 is probably a bit more, well, it's just a little bit better, I would say. Although if we talk about the actual experience and the rotation cycle, they're about the same. The lume is absolutely superb on this watch, yet there are two features which destroy the SD1953. But before we get into them, let's mention the dimensions. We get a diameter of 40 mm, a lug-to-lug length of 53 mm, a height of 12.5 without the Cyclops, 13.8 mm with the Cyclops. The lug width is 20 mm and 16 mm at the clasp. The weight is 170 grams. But if we go back to those two features, which make this a more attractive buy than the turquoise Steeldive SD1953? Well, firstly, the blue of the dial is less loud. The turquoise is more sky blue. Also, it fades to the black at the reho. This gradual radiance coupled with the sunburst effect looks amazing and very expensive. For number two, the bracelet as a whole is better. It gets screw pins, not push pins. The tolerances are very high. But the ultimate win lies in the milled clasp, which offers fly adjustments. We have the green Welly Merck, once more an original design that is breathtakingly original. Considering a $55 price point, it's almost unbelievable that we get so much for so little. It gets a Seiko NH35 automatic movement, features a textured coarse and grainy dial with orange highlights on the reho and the seconds pointer. The dial actually fades to a darker shade at the reho, making a more focused and balanced playing field. The date complications, sapphire crystal, and a 316L stainless steel case and bracelet make for a unique and robust daily wearer watch. The chili blue luminosity is strong and long-lasting and actually looks great against the green backdrop of the watch. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 42 mm, a lug-to-lug length of 51 mm, a height of 12.5, a lug width of 20 mm at the lugs and tapering down to 18 at the clasp. The weight here is 165 grams. This Merck gets an exhibition case back, 200 meters of water resistance, warranted by a screw and crown, and a helium escape valve. So what did you reckon about all of these watches? What did you think? Which ones did you like? Which ones did you hate? Let me know in the comments below. Also check out the affiliate links in the description below the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.